Hey guys, Clay on the trail, and I'm up here at the North Slope trailhead, North Slope Road in Uinta, and I've got my snowmobile with me and my sled, my ice fishing stuff, and my dog. He's going to be in the way this time because I got a long way to go on my snowmobile. I'm going to try to ride up. I'm either going to go to Ruth Lake or to Butterfly Lake. And now Ruth Lake, I don't know if I can get there because it's pretty far off the trail and I'm by myself, and I just don't want to get stuck and stranded by myself. So Butterfly might be the smarter one, but we'll just look at things as we get there. Well, who would have figured that I'd make it to Ruth Lake this easy? I just rode right in. I mean, the snow has totally set up. It got a little more technical there towards the end. I had to make Cash run, but he needs the exercise too. So I'm going to just find me a set of trees here to set up, and hopefully there's not 20 foot of snow. I'm not sure how deep the snow is down here. I'd drill a hole and do some fishing. So I kind of came down with the cold yesterday. A little sinusy, a little just wore out. So I'm not doing anything in a hurry. I got this tree cut up high where it was a little easier to cut, and then I'm going back and cutting the bottom, but I'm just out of energy. So I'm going to do this a little at a time. But I'm going to set my hammock up from, say, here to here, and then I'll have my fire over here in this little depression. I'm just pooped. Oh, cash on the trail. It's a dog's life. I've got my hammock up with my underquilt, and I actually potted it out a little bit. That last camp out I did when it was 50 something degrees the whole time, and you know, barely got down in the high 20s, low 30s. And then I went and for some reason felt the need to come up 2,000 more feet in elevation, and well, it's colder here by a lot. Okay, so I've processed this tree. You can see where I fell it there on the other side of my hammock. I cut my wood into about 3-4 foot lengths. I didn't come up here to cut wood, I came up here to hang out. So there's my fire ready to go. I did dig down about 3 feet and had a long ways to go to hit ground. There's a ton of snow up here. So I'll just build it on top of the fire. It'll slowly work its way down. It'll be okay. How's that for a backdrop? I've been looking up on this side hill over here. Somebody has either snowmobiled way up there, which is absolutely crazy, or snowmobiled up there and skied down. Which seems to make more sense. But what a backdrop. The snow is just solid, solid. And there is Hayden Peak, one of my favorite peaks. So I did make one pretty good error coming up here. And I don't know why I was thinking. I always wrap my stuff in a tarp. That way when my sled fills full of water, I don't get all my stuff wet. But I didn't do that today for some reason. And the snow's extra slushy. So I got my sled full of water, and my backpack isn't as waterproof as I thought it was. So my coat, my long johns, my socks, even both my underquilt and my top quilt got a little wet. I dried my top quilt and my underquilt out real quick, but I'm leaving long johns in the wind and the sun and my coat. And then my socks are up here. They were just barely damp. The wind will dry those out. So I'm gonna pack kind of stuff up a little bit and wander out here to the middle of the lake and see if I can find some ice. Ay, ay, ay. So there's about 2 feet of slushy water on top of the ice, and then another lots of feet of snow. And I dug down to the ice, and I've dug through it. Yeah, that's my handle. And I still haven't broke through. So this spot, anyway, is a no-go. I'll have to go up a little further. Maybe I can get on a spot, because the snow is drifted, and there's little hills and rises and stuff on this as we go. So maybe if I can hit a spot that's lower, I'm not sure where that is, and get out of the water. I might be able to get a hole in it, but hey, looking real good. All right, this is kind of what I'm dealing with. There's about, I don't know, 1.5 feet of water until I hit the top of the ice. I'll get my auger out now and see how thick the ice is, if it's thicker than my auger is. All right. I ran into the same problem with this hole I did the last one. My auger is only 2.5 feet tall from where the handle bends down. If I had like a 5-footer, I think I'd get somewhere. So Hayden Lake, I believe, is the one that's right up there. And then there's another lake right over this way. I can't remember the name of it, Joyce or something along the lines of that, but I'm gonna run up here to Hayden and see what it looks like. All right, so this is the outlet to Hayden Lake, and there's kind of a big trench that runs all the way through the middle of it, and Hayden Lake kind of curves around and goes that way. Lots of little slides and stuff on this guy. But I'm gonna go down here in this trench. Shows me there's some moving water. Let's see, try it there. All right, and it took about 2 shovelfuls to show me that it's the same exact thing on this lake. Oh, I wish I had a bigger auger. This has been a dream of mine for a couple of years, to go ice fishing at the lakes up here. And the biggest challenge was getting here, and I figured that out. Oh man, what a beautiful place to be discouraged in. Well, since fishing doesn't seem to be the thing to do today, or I'm not feeling as good as I could, I might curl up in here and just take a little nap for a little while. In a couple hours I'll get a fire going. Probably end up putting my tarp up tonight just to get out of the wind a little bit. All right, well, a nap lasted about 5 minutes. I got too much ADD to sit still that long. So I put my snowshoes on. Thought I'd go for a walk. It looks like over here the outlet is starting to open up. I thought I'd come look at it. And it is starting to open a little up. Just starting to gather slush. Ooh, I might sink out of sight here. Nope. Solid, solid. So there's my camp over there. I called this lake over here, it's Naomi Lake. I don't remember exactly what I called it, Jean or Joan or some crap like that, but it's Naomi. I've never seen a fish in it, so I didn't even bother going to fish. I didn't need to get some sort of sump pump because I was using that 5-gallon bucket I have to bail the water out of it, and it only took about 6 seconds to fill back up after I got it emptied up. So I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll just build a 3-foot extension on my auger. Okay, right down here is Naomi Lake. It's the one I called the wrong name a minute ago. I fished it a couple times because it's like 100 yards from Ruth Lake. No one ever seems to go there. It boggles my mind. But I've never caught a fish in it. It's got a lot of lily pads and such. But I'm gonna go over here to the cliff band that overlooks Jewel Lake. I should have rode my sled. I guess I could have ridden my sled, but hard to ride and hold on to Cash, and he's already walked a couple miles today. I don't think it hurts him. It's probably good for him, but I enjoy the silence. All right, so just for clarification, Cutthroat Lake is right over here. Teal Lake is right up against the mountain here. And just down here in the bottom is Jewel Lake. I'm just not feeling 100% today, so I'm not going to walk down the hill. It doesn't look like a lake right now. It looks just like this snow. There's Hayden. And this is Cletting. Oh, and it'd be just behind this tree right here is top of A1. And looking west again, that's Mount Marcel. And then it goes down into that gap. Camas Lake's just on the other side of it. That'd be another good winter fishing spot. Assuming there was a good winter fishing spot. Let's see, camp is straight ahead there. So I used my new ferrule rod and my Mora knife and oh, goodness gracious. A cotton ball with some Vaseline on it. I stomped my wood pile down, lit it on top of it, and then threw some more branches on top of it. And I built a recliner out of my sled. A little bit of a windbreak. Well guys, sometimes fate has a different plan for me. I put my fire out, I've packed up. I just feel like crap and I'm getting chills. And I'd rather be home on my couch under a blanket getting better. That's just the facts. So I'm all loaded up. I made it here, had a nice hike, cut some firewood for either the next guy or for the next time I come, because I will come back here. I just got to figure out how to get in the water. But I'm going to come when I feel better, because this is just silly. So I'm going to put you on my helmet and I'll see you back at the truck. All right, guys. So half failure, half awesome trip. I was happy that I could get to Ruth Lake. I didn't know if I could get there on my sled or not. Got to figure out how to drill holes and come back when I'm not sick. So thanks for watching. Check out clayonthetrail.com. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and thanks.